Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll start off with a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Handoff to the single back. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful. Let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
On 3rd and go, he's going to try to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's intercepted. He's sticking in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but they snuck out the drive with the takeaway.
This just goes to show you, everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. Hard running through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going for a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Receiver makes the catch. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Mustangs will bring their punt team onto the field. That's the first punt today for the offense. On the return, it's Barnes. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll run it to the left. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he finds the running back in the flat. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They can't stop him. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Washington State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Catch made on the out route. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Pressure is coming. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's complete downfield. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. You're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Washington State 14, SMU 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Really, real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum. If this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looks like Washington State will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Receiver makes the grab, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Receiver in motion now. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his 1st down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And the wideout goes in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner looking to make a play here. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Mustangs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The offense going with the hurry up. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Defense looking for a deep completion. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Washington State's offense back on the field now. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He's found some room at the 45. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pen and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Launches downfield. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Washington State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's right. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Washington State has moved into the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
They convert to BAT, so the lead is now 21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Wow, back-to-back deep shots.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Washington State Cougars will take over first and 10.
The Washington State offense back out on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Grab behind the line. It's right. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. This Washington State offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's right. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets him a few yards closer to the marker. Pass complete. It's second down now. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Direct snap to the back. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Point after, not quite through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Barnes. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Washington State will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the 1st down yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Here's the toss play now, running left. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I know the toss play began with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert.
And a sophomore making an impact play. The offensive line will have to regroup. Sack at 2nd and 13. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Washington State 28, SMU 14.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Usually you like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's intercepted to the desperation throw here. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the comeback is on. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Barnes. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. The defense with more pre-snap movement. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. Washington State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it. They get the sack.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. They'll hand it off. He's found some room with the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Looking right, this one caught. The defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. A running play called on 4th down. Touchdown, SMU. Still no answer for this offense.
Just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
And the coach says, forget OT. We're going for 2 to take the lead right here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he'll be stopped short. An enormous play by the defense. A game-saving moment here as they preserve the lead. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick.
Number 18 sets to kick this one away.
And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.